Yes, Spanish TV is long. Oh, here we go, Pablo Flores.
Este combate está pactado a 8 rounds en la división de peso super pluma. Let's get ready for 8 rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division. Presented by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, Tecate, the official beer of boxing, y Casa Mexico Tequila. It's in the taste. Here are 3 judges scoring this bout in ringside. Sus 3 jueces, Cristi Rosario, Jerry Cantú, and Rudy Barragán. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, el tercero en la superficie para medir las acciones, Zachary Young. Introducing the fighter standing in the blue corner, wearing black and gray. He officially weighs in at 123.4 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina Tecate Azul, vistiendo pantaloncillo negro con gris, con un peso de 123.4 libras. As a professional, he stands with a record of 29 victories against 22 losses, and 19 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 29 victorias, 22 derrotas, y 19 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. De Guatabampo, Sonora, Ernesto Guerrero. And his opponent across the ring is standing in the red corner, wearing blue and silver. He officially weighs in at 127.2 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina Tecate Roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo en color azul con plata, con un peso de 127.2 libras. As a professional, he stands with an undefeated record of 11 victories against no losses, 1 draw, and 8 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord invicto de 11 victorias, 0 derrotas, 1 empate y 8 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. De la Perla Tapatía, Guadalajara, Jalisco, México, Rigoberto Hermosillo. And here's with the final instructions para dar las indicaciones finales, Zachary Young.
Ok, ya tienen las instrucciones, todo está bien de aquí arriba, no hay nada más que decir. Buena suerte, amigos.
Zach Young, the third man in the ring, as we get ready to take on the co-main for the Velasco Theater, downtown Los Angeles. Beto Duran alongside former world champion Randy Caballero, who's my partner tonight. I'm looking at my notes I have out here on my phone, Randy. You may think I'm texting, but no, look, I have all these notes. It's a nice little program that I'm gonna get you for your phone, all right?
I'm gonna make sure I get that.
I learned it because I used to take my computer and then it got blood on it. And I took my iPad and then it got more blood and water because you get spit in the corner. So I just have this little program on my phone. So right here, Rigoberto Hermosillo, he's a southpaw. He's 25 years old. He started boxing when he was 14. His opponent, Ernesto Guerrero, also started when he was 14. He said, I was a hobby because I needed to learn how to defend myself in the rough streets of Sonora.
I think a lot of people do that, get into the gym and learn the self-defense of it and end up falling in love with the sport, and here they are inside the ring.
There you go. Originally from Guadalajara, but he grew up in Victorville, moved to the United States as a teenager when he was 14. He went to Silverado High School. Don't know much about him in the boxing world because he's 11-0-1 AKOs, but those fights, except for the first 2, were all in Tijuana. So the level of competition, as he said, wasn't that good. So he does have AKOs, but he said they were easy.
Now he's here with Golden Boy, so it's good exposure and people are gonna see who he is. But he better be careful because Ernesto's throwing that overhand right and he's landing it. One of those lucky punches that land perfect could put him out.
Get involved on the Facebook. Let us know who's going to win, in your opinion. Hermosillo weighed 127 pounds. He just finished camp with Alberto Machado at the Wildcard Gym. And before that, Jorge Linares kept him in camp for a couple weeks as Linares was getting ready for the Lomachenko fight. So he said being around Linares and seeing what a professional is all about, Linares, he said some guys were going home after one day of sparring where it's like, oh, I got to go home, wife, kids, stuff.
It happens. I've had it happen with me. We invite guys to spar and there's always something that comes up, you know. Everything's okay when we find out, but you know, it's hard, you know, being away from your family and friends, you know, just your loved ones, your kids. it's hard to be away from them, especially when you're not in training camp. These guys go just to spar, you know. But, you know, when you're in training camp, it's hard to be away from your wife, your kids, your loved ones and stuff. But, hey, at the end of the day, coming home with that money for your kids.
Yeah, they're real quick to have the handout, right?
Yeah, no, definitely.
They don't know where you're sparring. They just want to go to McDonald's.
That's exactly what they want. No more Toys R Us, though.
Good for you, Randy. Especially if you're not fighting. You don't need that Toys R Us life. 30 seconds to go in the opening round. Good-looking lefty is Rigoberto Hermosillo. Popping with that left. Has Guerrero moving back. And you're right, the
very
Guerrero
long reach.
Yeah, Guerrero with that overhand wing and right. He's just going for broke with
Yeah,
one
I
shot.
think he's just trying to land that one punch.
Coming up the jab, 10 seconds to go. Good opening round between Hermosillo and Guerrero. The co-feature tonight with the main event of Negrete and Dio Ogi next from the Belasco. And who won round one? Let us know on the Facebook comment page.
I think this is a really great way to get people involved through Facebook. Get them on there.
As Junior Diaz is now working the corner. You know what? These guys like Guerrero, they show up with their paperwork and they pick up a corner. Literally, Guerrero showed up with, I saw him with his wife and kid, and that was it. And they show up by picking up a corner because then they save money on traveling their trainer or traveling a cut man.
Man, at least it wasn't his wife in there, because I've seen guys with their wives in the
Yeah.
corner, and I can imagine how crazy that gets.
The Tijuana guys come with their wife sometimes. And sometimes those wives have better advice than the trainers.
Oh, most definitely, they probably do.
Hermosillo. Interesting story with him. Hermosillo was in high school. He had his first pro fights in the United States, but because he's a Mexican national, was not going to be able to travel around and paperwork. So he went to Tijuana to get his paperwork set up so he could get the work visa and everything else. He thought he was going to be there a couple of days. Well, he was there a year and a half.
Man, he got stuck there.
So the joke, it's kind of a weird joke to say, but he said, I might be the only one who's ever deported myself. That was his words.
That would be tough.
Yes, he's like, I went there for a couple of days. They told me I couldn't go. He was like, well, I had to do something. I had to stay sharp as a boxer. So he found Eric Morales' gym, the Zona Norte. And he was doing work there. And he was fighting at the Rancho Grande Bar. And that's why he's now 11-0-1. This is his first fight back in the United States. Paperwork all settled. He's now has that work visa and he's under control. He found a trainer, found a corner. He has Charles Huerta's dad in there.
Very good trainer. I've known Charles when I was little. I was actually fighting for the U.S. team, and he was one of the coaches for the U.S. team. And great guy. Got to sit with him, talk to him a lot, and especially Charles Huerta, a great guy.
And Charles also one who actually has had an Achilles strain, so he's on the shelf for a little bit. Saw him at the barbershop.
Yeah, it's very hard, man. Fighters that have to go through injuries, it's very tough to come back, because you don't know if you're going to come back 100%. If the injury did get better, you know, and you're going to be 100% to get back inside the ring. So it's a lot and it's tough, but like I said, not a lot of people see those things what fighters go through. They just see us inside the ring, blood, sweat, and tears, and it's tough.
Good shot by Hermosillo. Guerrero doesn't have power. We've seen 4 or 5 of his fights, but he's going to be there and he's going to stand there and he will trade with you, but he doesn't have pop in that right hand. But he smothers you. And Fada, you know, when he's always around you.
No, most definitely. And again, Rigoberto was a little heavier than him, so he probably doesn't feel his power as much, but just to be in his face can get Rigoberto tired. It could get him tired and frustrated just being on his face, in his chest, pushing him back, and it could get frustrating. And he's getting caught. Rigoberto is getting caught with little punches, the overhand rights here and there, but I think Rigoberto is doing good. He's winning the fight so far. Body
shot a little bit low. Zach Young telling you to keep him up. Protect yourself at all times. Guerrero thought it was in Tijuana. Nope. Second round in the books. Randy Caballero fan club checking in.
Oh man, Hector, great designer, man. I use him.
Oh, is that Hexar?
Yeah, it's Hexar.
Hexar has a last name?
He does. That's his real name right
No.
there. Everybody thinks his name's Hexar.
Nah, see, you know what? I don't want to know that. It's like seeing like the mascots when they take their mascot, you see their face. I don't want to know Hexar has a real name.
Now you're gonna look at him different.
Nah, I'm gonna have to unfollow him, man. Hexar, Heczar. Go and follow him on social media. Does a great job designing everything boxer related.
Most of all my shirts he's designed.
Good commentary from Demetrius. I don't have Facebook. I don't use it. I mean, my sister puts pictures of me up there. I don't know how it works.
She uses your Facebook and puts pictures of you on there?
Yeah, I send her the picture and she'll post it like, oh,
nice.
I work this because I don't know how to use it. So whenever you leave a comment on the Facebook, right there, like Rolando Arboles Guerrero for the upset, write down where you're writing, where you're coming from. Like I don't have a computer where I can see the comments, so just write down where you're from so we can shout you out from when you're joining us, and appreciate you guys getting involved on the face. This one is a super featherweight. It was supposed to be 126. Hermosillo came at 127, so it goes up. Oh, and it gets tagged a little bit. Also slipped.
I think off balance.
But he got hit. That's what you're talking about, Randy.
Yeah, those are dangerous. You got to watch. Make sure your feet are planted right, and getting caught can be off balance, and they're going to count it as a knockout.
The southpaw is Hermosillo. And you see some swelling underneath the right eye of the taller fighter, Rigoberto Hermosillo. It doesn't come off of one punch, but they add up, don't they, Randy?
No, they do. Constantly, when a fighter's just constantly throwing, it gets you frustrated, it gets you tired. The pushing back, you see how Ernesto's just pushing him back. You know, it's going to get him tired, get him frustrated. You know, if he can't land that right punch, knowing that Rigoberto probably wants to go for the knockout just to impress Golden Boy, you know, it could get him frustrated and throw him off his game plan.
It's the first time that Hermosillo is fighting on a Golden Boy show. He is not a Golden Boy fighter. This, you could say, is an audition. He said, I'm 25. I got to make up for lost time being in Tijuana. And also, as you just said, Randy, I have to put on a show, not just for Golden Boy. As he said, matchmaker Roberto Diaz. And Roberto's going to be the one that's going to tell Eric Gomez and Oscar, like, hey, we could do something here, or we can use him for something.
Most definitely. Robert Diaz has the eye in boxing. You know, he knows that kid is talented. He'll call it off the back, and you know, Robert's not going to be one to hold back and tell you, hey, you don't have it or you do have it. And, you know, with that, you got to impress. You want to look good.
Yeah, not just swelling, some blood underneath the right eye of Hermosillo. As the cameras get closer, less than a minute to go in the third. Hermosillo controlling it, but Guerrero landing the better shots in the third.
Those uppercuts are going in.
And all of a sudden, Hermosillo's like, wait a minute, we got to fight here. We controlled the first two easy.
Yeah, Rigoberto's actually backing up, going back little by little, and Ernesto's right on his chest, right back in there.
That's the thing with these veteran journeymen. You give them a little confidence, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, I'm in this. I'm not just here to collect a check.
You know what? A lot of these fighters, you know, like Ernesto, you know, they see a lot that other people don't see. Once Rigoberto takes that one step back, I think Ernesto sees that, hey, you know what? I need to put pressure. He's hurt. And it gives them that one little sign, and they jump on it. They don't see those mistakes.
The Rigoberto Hermosillo fan club checking in around 3. Beto Duran, a former IBF 118-pound champion Randy Caballero. Velasco Theater, downtown Los Angeles. Another edition of the LA Fight Club. Continue to send those messages and comments on Facebook. We'll try to get to as many of them as possible, as always. We appreciate you watching tonight from wherever you may be, whether you're in Southern California or in Malaysia. Taller fighter, Rigoberto Hermosillo. How hard is it when you fight a southpaw?
It is tough. You know what? Then again, when you get ready for a fight, we use southpaw sparring. We use guys that are left-handed to get used to it. With me, my dad's always putting me right-hand fighters, left-hand fighters, mix it up just so I can get the feel of it. And you know, one person I love sparring that was lefty was Frank Leal from Mexicali. Was a great fighter. Ended up passing away inside the ring. You know, he was just one person I loved to spar because he was lefty and gave me great work. And you know, I picked on from there. And then when I spar lefties, it's just a natural. You know, it's gifted. You just go on with it and you learn it on as you go. But when you're inside the ring, it's a whole different ballgame from sparring and fighting. You know, some of those guys are very tough. Some guys, it's even harder when they start mixing left hand, right handed, and it throws you off your game plan. You don't know what you're doing, so you got to jump and adjust very fast.
Halfway through the fourth round, it looks like Hermosillo just trying to load up on shots.
Yeah, you can see he's probably getting a little frustrated knowing that he can't take this guy out. But it's hard when you have a veteran right in front of you. They know the tricks and trades. Even though they have more losses, they know the tricks and trades inside the ring to avoid getting knocked out.
Guerrero has shown that he has a beard. He can take some of those shots. I think most of the journeyman Mexican guys, right, they have a granite chin, don't they?
They do. I think that beard helps them out a lot more.
You think you're gonna knock them out, and you hit them right, and then it's like, dude, like.
And then they'll make the face like, oh, they're hurt, but then they're standing there strong. Like, it's like, man, what are you? You're making the face, but you're not hurt. Make up your mind.
So they're like trying to trick you?
Yeah, like they try to reel you in. Like, you'll hit them, and they'll like stumble back with the face, like, oh, you hurt me, and then you run and jump in, and they'll try to swing like an overhand right to catch you walking in.
Really?
They're very dangerous.
That's just that sneaky savviness, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. They're very sneaky.
And then dirty at times, or creative. Right?
Yeah, you don't want to say dirty.
I'll say it. Like, come on, man. But like they're holding when the referee's not looking, the hidden behind, all that little stuff.
A lot of the sneaky ones are on the belt line. When the referee's not looking, they're on the opposite side. It's hitting on the belt line where it gives you a dead leg, and it hurts.
Andrew Haynes in Australia, appreciate you watching. Telling him he needs to throw the hook. Don't just stay there. What's up in Australia? Appreciate you watching.
Nice to know everybody from Australia is watching us get a little away from the World Cup.
No, they're watching you, man. They're not watching us. Let's get it right. It's you.
I'm sure they're always watching the Golden Boy fights on Ring TV Live.
Because Janine Garcia went and posted a video of Randy she runs the Golden Boy social media, does a great job with it, of Randy in the announcing chair. All of a sudden, everybody gets followers.
All right, fine, I'll take credit for that.
All right, there you go. If you're gonna be a broadcaster, you need to have a huge ego, man. You need to get that out there, all right?
Thank you, everybody from Australia. Appreciate watching.
And a little scrap is breaking up. Forget the boxing. I think Hermosillo is just saying, forget it. He's not listening to his corner. They told him to box.
I think it's hard. You know what? I think with a crowd screaming and your mind's running like crazy, I think he's just not paying attention. One thing you want to do is pay attention to your corner. That's the main thing, because they know what's going on inside. They can see everything. Vice versa, the people inside the arena, they just want you to brawl out and fight, and that's what I think they're giving him is to pump him up to go out there and fight.
He's making this fight too close, isn't he?
Yes, he's making it hard for himself. You know, I think he could have been a lot easier. Use the distance, keep him away with the jab. He's very tall, he has very long arms. He could have kept him away with the jab, but he's just letting, you know, Ernesto come in and give him a hard fight. Another low blow.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of those already.
That one might have been in Nicaragua, Randy Caballero.
Those are very deadly, man. Those hurt.
You ever been hit like that?
Yeah, I actually got hit like that on my world title fight. I had dropped him. He got back up. He was getting frustrated with me being in his chest. He was a taller guy. I was in his chest, and he just hit me low blow really hard. And it hurt. I took the drug test after the fight. Peed. They ended up coming back saying there was a little bit of blood inside my pee. It hurts.
I'm just gonna leave that alone. I mean, I'm in pain listening to you tell that story about Zach Young was in Espanol. That boy Zach.
Man, Zach is a veteran. He's in amateurs. Refereed a couple of my amateur fights, actually.
Right now, does Guerrero feel his legs from that low blow?
Yes, I think, you know, it does take a toll on your body. Not only just your legs, your whole body's just aching still. You know, it takes a while to recover from a low blow. It hurts, and I think, you know, he needs to get his body back together. But I think being the veteran he is, he knows, you know, he's back in his chest because he's throwing Rigoberto off. Rigoberto can't throw his punches. He's not landing when Ernesto's in his chest, so he knows he has to be inside.
Gets tagged with the left.
Smothering him, not letting him land those punches, develop him.
It keeps coming, Ernesto Guerrero.
Gotta keep
Sonora.
working that jab.
Hermosillo.
Yeah, he needs to keep
And
working.
there he
it
dropped them. That might have been a toll. Guerrero might be done, and he's shaking his head. No, it's over. As Ernesto Guerrero was tough, but it was just too much in the 5th round as Rigoberto Hermosillo stops the veteran Mexican. Hermosillo picks up his 12th victory of his young career, his 9th stoppage, and you see the pain, and Ernesto Guerrero is in, slowly getting to the stool with the doctors next to him. Guerrero complaining that it might have been a headbutt. We'll get that replay for you guys.
Here it goes. It was an
no.
uppercut. That was not even close to a headbutt. Hit him right on the top of the head, I believe. That's what probably put him out. Nice. He walked into that uppercut.
Yeah, top of the head. Cuñado walking into the corner. Joe Diaz Jr. there. A lot of respect to these guys who show up with just gauze and trunks. And they earn their money. There you see Charles Huerta.
It's a brutal sport. It's a tough sport to go through, man. It's very hard. Take my hat off to every fighter that steps inside this ring. I don't even think that punch was on top of the head. I think it was in the face. He just had enough.
Razo checking in, another Golden Boy matchmaker. See Tom Hogan, the photographer, hugging with Hermosillo. Hogan, not managing, but he's helping advise him. As he said, Hermosillo is a fighter, a kid that I have a bond with. I just want to see good people get places.
Oh, so he's not on the camera today.
Nah,
He's not taking pictures today.
Hey, Hogan Photos, you want to follow him, does great
Oh,
work.
he's taking some great photos of my fights. I love the photos he takes.
Yeah, he took some sweet pictures of me and Jessica Rosales at the Canelo Triple G weigh-in last year. I even had an email. I'm like, what's up? Can I get one? Let's look at the replay. Randy Caballero, take it over. That was earlier.
That was a low blow. That was before the one before low blow. That one, Ernesto was walking right into that one with his head down. He timed it right and just caught him clean with that uppercut. Put him down. I think he was already getting tired. You can see after every punch he was getting hit with, his legs were already getting wobbly.
Do you know when a guy's done?
Yeah, you have to study a fighter.
I mean, I know you know he's done. I'm gonna ask a stupid question for me. But do you know that he's mentally done?
Yeah, you can start seeing in his face, his body. It's just his tone of body is just not the same anymore. And every punch you throw, they start wobbling back. But then again, you still have to stay composed. You can't go and rush in there and go for the kill because, like you said, if you get caught, with a lucky punch, it's gonna be an early night for yourself. So you still have to stay composed. But you start studying fighters inside the ring from the beginning of a round. First round you start studying, seeing how their body is, and then from there you go on and just you see how they feel throughout the whole fight.
Photo Alex checking in from Orlando. Everybody loves Tom Hogan. So many good boxing photographers, but there's the elite level. It's like fighters.
It's like boxing.
There's Velasco fighters, there's pay-per-view fighters, and there's pay-per-view photographers, and there's Velasco photographers. I would be a Velasco photographer with my phone.
I probably wouldn't even get in the Velasco.
We'll keep you at the Desert Showdown. And then we're waiting on Estrella TV, El Platanito. And we're going to go up to the ring with Pablo Flores as he's being counted down, El Tijuanero.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end officially with 2 minutes and 30 seconds in round number 5. Tenemos el tiempo oficial de 2 minutos con 30 segundos en el round número 5. Declaring your winner by the way of KO victory. Su ganador por la vía del knockout. Puritito, Guadalajara, Jalisco. Rigoberto, el Rigo, Hermosillo.
Rigo Hermosillo, Guadalajara and Victorville stand up. He's now 12-0 as Steve is in Norte.